Colin, we see you in here. What's going on, buddy? Since you're in here, we'll go ahead and go right to you. Looking at the SEC, obviously we could probably say Georgia and everybody else, but let's take a look at who's going where. In the East, Georgia sits alone at the top at 5-0. Missouri, right behind them, at 3-1. They play this week. Georgia just beat the Gators pretty convincingly. They're 3-2. They got the victory over Tennessee, so they're 3-2. So right now, essentially, it's Missouri, Georgia, to be quite honest with you.
Yeah.
Georgia's handled Florida. They've handled Tennessee.
Handled
big game this
Kentucky
week.
as well. Handled South Carolina. They've gotten through pretty much the rest of their division already. So Missouri's the only one that's going to catch them.
Yeah. And so, and I think that's going to be interesting to see what happens. I mean, we've talked about it multiple times how Georgia is that team, but we also have mentioned Missouri's hot, and they're starting to figure out other ways than just going from Brady Cook to Luther Burden. Cody Schrader, he had your game ball last week. A number of those other wide receivers are starting to get some targets, and now all of a sudden that offense is getting a little bit more wide open. But it is still Georgia, so we'll see about that one.
And a Georgia team that's waking up. They are playing well. To me, I know what the rankings say, that Georgia, Michigan are 2 and 3. I still feel like those two are clearly the two best teams in college football. And they're starting to show it week by week here. And yeah, Delp showed up in place of Brock Bowers. That defense is starting to wake up and play some legit Georgia football. I think Missouri will make a game out of it. I do still think Georgia will win.
Yeah.
And I think they'll win the conference. I don't think there's too much there. I don't like the West to stop them. I don't. I don't like Alabama right now to stop them. To me, the one team that stylistically would match up well enough to take them is Ole Miss, but they don't play up to that level in those big time games. So I feel like it's Georgia's conference to lose again at this point.
Yeah, and that's what we've said. I mean, you are on record saying that they're the one that's going to represent the SEC. Them or nobody, and nobody else is really you really feel confident in. As far as Georgia, I mean, I have to shout them out because they answered the bell. We all asked about if it was, who's going to step up. It actually wasn't Delp. Delp only had a couple catches, but Ladd McConkey, shout out to Anthony, who told us Ladd McConkey was going to be the guy that step up with his 6 catches and 135 yards. He answered the call, and I 100% agree with you. I still don't believe in Alabama. Obviously, that QB issue. Ole Miss is that second tier. You're absolutely right. The offense works. It can score a lot of points, but that defense struggles, and they don't play that well when they're coming from behind. So
and same with LSU, carbon copy.
Exactly, and we've seen LSU this year look really good, but then we've also seen them completely lay eggs. So yeah, I'm with you on that. I'm eager to see what happens in an SEC championship, but let's get through this week, see what Missouri can do with them if they have the secret, if they have it. But as of right now, Georgia, Alabama, see y'all down there in November.
Yeah, that it seems to be the collision course in Atlanta, December 2nd there.
Yeah.